the school system has their schedule, you know, a month ahead of time, so you can check that.
So my Serena 2-meter art hobby plane. Let's give it a test fly here. As we walk out to the flag, high start, and hopefully we'll get a nice video of the ride up, somewhat into the wind, into the sun this morning. It's an unusual wind we've got today. Okay, so here we go.
Volume 90. Altitude 89 feet. Altitude 83 feet.
This plane's a bit heavier, and shortly one of the other guys will set up a bigger high start and we'll ride up on that.
Launch mode. Altitude 13 feet. Cruise mode. Altitude 116 feet. Thermal mode. Altitude 97 feet. Altitude 87 feet. Altitude 78 feet. Altitude 59 feet. Altitude 44 feet. Altitude 30 feet. Altitude 10. Altitude 2 feet. Launch mode.
One more flight.
Altitude 102 feet. Cruise mode. Thermal mode. Altitude 106 feet. Altitude 98 feet. Altitude 104 feet. Altitude 78 feet.
Mike, can I ride yours up? How far out?
Altitude 1 feet.
Right here, so right where you are.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Mine's a little short.
Yeah, I was worried about getting crossed up.
Yeah, no, I'll stop, and in fact I can roll it up. But if you don't mind, I'll
Yeah, sure.
ride up before you get to the out point. So we have Mike Schuster's high start here, much better, much more powerful. Here we go. Okay, the last one had the camera down in my face.
feet.
So this should be better. Let's see if we catch a nice launch. Oh,
Altitude 129
so we popped off.
feet. Cruise mode. Altitude 139 feet.
Popped off nearly 70 feet lower than the last launch.
Thermal mode. Launch mode.
Okay. Yeah, it's a crosswind, that's the
8
deal.
feet. Cruise mode. Altitude 185 feet. Thermal mode.
So that was a nice launch.
Altitude 160 feet. Landing mode. Altitude 119 feet. Altitude 69 feet.
Who knows what that was about?
Altitude 67 feet. Altitude 59 feet. Altitude 54 feet. Altitude 36 feet. Altitude 31 feet. Altitude 18 feet. Landing mode. Thermal mode.
Wow.